For Mark's Group Broadcasting, this is Emily Boyles. Michael Simon has been announced as the new president of Dawson Community College, and I am with Mr. Michael Simon. Mr. Simon, we're excited to have you come to the Glendive community. When will you be here?
Well, I'm very excited to join the community as well, Emily. I plan to move the week of the 15th, and my first day will be July 18th.
So very, very soon you will be right here in Glendive, Montana. Why Glendive?
One of the things that's very important to me, I grew up in a rural community. I really value the nature of the relationships and just the closeness of a rural community. And Glendive certainly, when I visited there as part of the interview process, struck me as the type of place where I feel very comfortable and where certainly the community college is an important aspect of the community.
One of the things that I noted in your resume is you've been very involved in economic development as well as your local Chamber of Commerce where you live now in Colorado. Tell me about that and how that plays a role into how a college like Dawson fits into the community as a whole.
Well, I think one of the things that makes community colleges special is that they are embedded in a community. And it's incredibly important to me as a professional that we truly live that mission. And a part of that is being involved in the economic development and business community that we serve. And so when I joined the Colorado Mountain College organization, it was very important to me to be a part of the Chamber of Commerce, to know the people who are in our business community, who are hiring our graduates, and also to be an advocate for policies and programming that will support the business community. In terms of economic development, this region was going through a significant amount of change. There was a mine opening up. There was an increasing emphasis on certain aspects of tourism. And I really felt as though myself and a small group of community leaders felt as though we would benefit from having a focused economic development plan and leadership. And so we worked for about 2 years to research what are the best practices out there to raise money for an economic development corporation, and we were able to successfully launch that just a few months ago. And I was very honored by this community in that I was elected to be the president of that corporation. And we've already started to see some very exciting initiatives come out of that. Things like downtown improvements. We've talked about getting business and governmental representatives together to talk about creating an atmosphere that is conducive to successful business. Each community, each business community, each community that we serve is going to have different needs, going to have its own unique opportunities. And so what I believe in as a community college leader is being integrated into the community, being a part of the life of the community so that we can together decide what are the best ways that we can help the community grow and prosper.
Sounds like there's a lot of similarities between where you are now in Colorado and in Glendive. One of the things that I found was interesting in your resume is you're listed as a black belt in academic improvement quality process. What does that mean?
Well, the AQIP process is really taking continuous process improvement principles that were developed in the corporate world and applying them to higher education. And so what we do is we really think about what are the incremental ways that we can improve the processes within our institution so that we can serve students better and more efficiently, so that we remove barriers from staff and faculty to be successful in what they're trying to do. And really it removes the fear of change. It really empowers people throughout the institution to look at what are the key factors that we can change in order to make the college as a whole more successful. And so Colorado Mountain College, part of their accreditation process is being part of AQIP. So that's what first introduced me to this. But I really believe that regardless of the accreditation environment that a college operates in, it can benefit from the idea of continuously looking at being better every day that we come into work.
We'll be back with more from Michael Simon, Dawson Community College's new president, after this.
That's awesome. Okay, open wide. That's great. Yeah.
Come in. Pilot, you are losing altitude rapidly. I repeat, you are losing altitude rapidly.
Check out this video Billy just sent me.
Darling.
This video was submitted by a student through the Teens Drive Smart program. For more information on teen safety, visit teensdrivesmart.com.
Montana East Regional News with Emily Boyles is produced by Marks Group Broadcasting. You can listen weekdays in Glendive, Forsyth, Miles City, and Sidney, Williston, and Dickinson, North Dakota. Find Montana East Regional News on television on KXGN CBS and KXGN NBC. You can also keep up with breaking news and great regional events. Find Emily Boyles on Twitter and Facebook. If you're just joining us, I am with Michael Simon, the newly announced president of Dawson Community College. Now, the college campus that you're at now touts itself as being a residential and commuter campus. Explain the changes that you'll be making, or will you be making any, towards the combination that we have in Glendive of a residential campus and an online campus.
Oh, sure. Well, actually, just to clarify a little bit, there actually are two different sites in two different counties that I lead. So one is a residential site in Leadville, Colorado, which is in Lake County, and the other is a commuter site that is in Chaffee County, about 35 miles away in Buena Vista, Colorado. And so one of the things that we really focus on here is making sure that we deliver the same academic quality, the same experiences for students regardless of where they're taking classes. And that, I think, is the common thread that I want to bring to DCC, in that regardless of whether or not you're taking an online class or a class in a conventional classroom, or if your class involves going out in the field and doing applied research, that you can expect the same quality of service, the same quality of instruction, and the same commitment to your success. And so that's really, I think, important as we in higher education consider different modalities of delivering education.
You are truly working in academics as a role model, because not only have you been an administrator and been involved in higher education for 19 years, but you're also working on your PhD. So you yourself are also a student. Tell us about that PhD process, where you're getting your PhD from, and what is your thesis?
Well, I'm pursuing doctoral studies at Texas Tech University. The program is actually in community college leadership, so it's directly applicable, and it is a hybrid program. It has a significant amount of content delivered online, as well as a residential component each summer. So I travel to Lubbock, Texas, and participate in that process. And, it's been a great learning opportunity for me, not just in terms of the studies, the formal studies in the program, but being able to observe what are good delivery methods, what is good pedagogy in the online environment, what works, what doesn't work. And, I hope to bring those lessons with me to Dawson. In terms of my thesis, what I'm interested in studying is how community college leaders represent their institutions in political contexts. Obviously, we are embedded within a local political environment. Obviously, the state is certainly an important aspect of what happens within a community college and an environment that we need to be successful in. And then, of course, there's the federal level and how federal policy affects community colleges. So I'm actually already starting to work some aspects of that dissertation, and I'll be finishing up, actually, as I'm serving at Dawson.
Fantastic. Well, Mr. Simon, welcome to Dawson Community College in Glendive, Montana. We'll look forward to meeting you in person when you get here later in the month. Anything else you'd like to share with the community about your arrival in Glendive?
Well, I'm just incredibly excited at the opportunities and to join the community and be a part of both Glendive and the Dawson Community College family. And I think we're going to have an opportunity to get to know each other, and that's very important to me. The relationships that we build are what will sustain us through whatever lies ahead. And so I'm just incredibly excited at this opportunity and thankful to the Board of Trustees for giving it.
You can stay in touch with all the happenings at Dawson Community College as Michael Simon takes the helm by visiting the website dawson.edu. If you have a hot news story or a news tip you'd like to share with us, you can email us at newsdesk@kxgn.com. For Marks Group Broadcasting, this is Emily Boyles.